Again, as I said, I'm working on this. I've worked on, well, no, not doing on here because I changed up a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's see what I changed up. Oh yeah, I put this into groupings now. So having just blank, which I need to do something specific. It's bold, underline, bold, underline, bold, underline, and let's give it a little bit bigger, 16, just so we can see it. 16. Goblinoids include all arcs, bugbears, bold, underline, 16. And then the weapons, I put in a better order here. Although this is going to change. I already know this. The weapons damage chart here is going to change. Let's go down one. Here. Because, yeah, that doesn't work so good. Not always, at least. Let's see now. Let's go down 2, 3, right there. There we go. And backspace. Oh. See, the special point is like the plate mail, it's 3 shields. Stops 3 damage, though. So, 3 creatures hit you for 1 damage. Okay, that's done. That's at least a plan there. Still got to work out all the little kinks yet, but this is what I'm working on right now. So, we need more humanoids. And I also put the tiers down. That's another thing I did. Tier 1, Shadow. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 2. All I've got is Tier 1 and Tier 2. That's the Bugbear so far is my biggest one. Direwolf. Like, for example, I already got this planned out here, so I'm going to put this down. I was already thinking about this. Paste. Vampire. It's going to be a Tier 2. 2, 5. But they're also going to have Tier. He's also going to be a Tier. Copy. Paste. The opposite side of the card be the Tier 3, for example, which will have 8 for health. That's how that's going to be. I have to change it over again. All right. Let's see. Edit. Edit. Working on my next board game. And no, creative. Done. Vampires are pretty powerful. They'll have their own. Uh, we'll attack Chaplain first, if I remember correctly. Yes, Chaplain and and Champion. No, just Chaplain. Chaplain character first. Ah, dang it! Undo, 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 undo. There we go. Let's try that again. Chap Chaplain character first. Okay, there we go. Take this out. Still got to figure out weapons wise. For them. But this is easy now. Copy, paste. Boom. I wonder if I got enough room. Yes, I do. All right, good. Teeth, 1 damage. Make it which bite would be better sounding than teeth. 1 damage. Well, as I was saying, this is not one of the bosses, but for the thing, you can have the vampire be a boss of a dungeon. The tier 2 vampire be the boss of a dungeon. It's like, okay, you're working on tier 2. The tier 2 vampire, boss of a dungeon. It's like, what? Okay, that'll be good. Because you don't have to have the bosses themselves. That's how it's going to work, as you can see. Heck, you could have multiple vampires in a dungeon. You could have, if you had enough cards, of course. You could have a vampire level tier 2 and a vampire tier 3. But you're only going to get one card apiece unless this actually goes through, and it's like, oh, you get specific monsters, specific groups of monsters, or all the monsters as a extra. Because that's the thing, I'm going to have extra cards in each one. So tier 1 is going to have more goblin cards, so I got to remember that. It's going to be one of the bigger things I'm working on there. All the weak ones, the tier 1s, tier 2s, those low level ones, they're going to have multiples of them. The tier 2, tier 3, don't know if I'm going to have multiples. I need to think about that. Most definitely. I even have this mic on now. Yes, I do. Give me 1 second, though. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. So this will give, but the vampires is going to get an extra bonus here. So I need to insert I remember how to do this again. All right, let's do it this way. Copy, paste. All right, that didn't work. All right, how do I do that again? Split cells. There we go. I didn't want to do that one. Dang it. Ah, ah, tab. Oh, this goes down below. Ah, delete this row. Only this row though. There we go. Can't remember how to freaking make another one over here. All right. Yeah. Split cells, insert table. Don't want to insert table. Hmm. Oh, that's not it. Insert. Okay, that's how you do it, I think. Insert column. Not quite, but it'll work. Okay, so this goes cut. Undo cut. There we go. Delete cells. Shift cells left. There we go. Now I just gotta figure out what I want to put down for their armor. Uh, we're just gonna put down tough hide. I did put that down as one, right? No, I didn't. Not yet. Hide armor. So I can make it whatever I want. So question is, what do I want to make it? Vampires. All right, so let's take a look at this. Yeah. You know, regeneration would actually work right there. I'm going to put that in there sooner or later, so let's put that in there now. their ability is to regenerate. Yeah, that works. Still got to figure it out, but that's what it's going to be. Yeah. So there we go. But that's how it's going to work out. Like the Necromancer here is tier 2. I have tier 3 Necromancer. Now, that's the question here. I gotta increase their health, of course, which it'll be just tier 3 at 6 health. That's how I'm doing it. 1, 2, tier 1. 3, 4, 5, tier 2. 6 and more, of course, is 6 to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. One more. It's tier 3. Legendary will be 10 and above, which will be 2 legendary creatures, which I still gotta figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out if I should have the defenses be part of a role or just straight out, hey. So that's what I'm trying to figure out also. But that's something for later here. I have to set some for like tier 1 have so many cards in the deck. Tier 2, so many cards in the deck. Tier 3, so many cards in the deck. Legendary fights, so many cards in the deck. Prevents people from I did this. At least on my point of view here. Yeah. Yeah. But a shadow is supposed to be the thief. Ragtag human, just the weak guy. Exhausted human. So I'm gonna make exhausted human 3 health also. And then from there, exhausted soldier. Yeah, that'll be better. Gives an idea of what. Because humanoids can be dwarfs also. Dwarfs, elves, any of the ones that you can play. Pretty much any of the ones you can play. That's what those are going to be. I already know I'm going to add a dwarf captain in here. I'm gonna add that right now. I gotta take out that wizard part though. Dwarf captain. Tier 2. This stuff I still need to work on, but at least I'm going to get down what stuff is. I still need to work on how I'm going to figure out these things. So at tier 2, Dwarf Captain tier 2, which will make it 7 hit points. Yeah. It's not exactly the highest, not the lowest, pretty much in the middle. No, they don't have enough as the vampire. Oh, wait, tier 2, not tier 3. So I'll make it 4 hit points. Not as much as the vampire, not as much as the bugbear, but it gives them the idea. A one-on-one fight, it'll be will attack. Any. There we go. And of course, he's going to get the battle axe. Yep, battle axe. Axe. And he has armor, which I'm going to give him. Delete, delete, delete. There we go. Chainmail and shield. Chainmail and shield. Which stops 2 damage. That's the thing. The shield can be combined with any armor. As long as you're not using. Well, the battle axe is supposed to be 200 weapon, I think. So I might just change that now. No, I did not make it a 200 weapon. Yeah. Can't use shield. Yep. Battle axe is just a one-handed weapon. So. Because you can be bad guys. You can play bad guys playing this. Like, okay, dwarf captain. It can be controlled. You never know. That's the idea of this card game here. Flip over the dwarf captain. You could be fighting. There could be an evil dwarf. It's like, I don't know. It's up to you to make up your own story on it. Since this is able to be played one player, one to 4 players, that's the other thing I gotta increase. This made 6, for example, if a tier 1 has 8 cards in it, that is made for 4 characters. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I would think it would work. Also, hmm, multiple, because it's not just going to be a single goblin in there. Although it might be. Still got to work out all the kinks in this. I got the idea so far figured out. Yeah, because multiple characters are going to be in each one, so I already know what I'm going to do for one part. Like the goblins, goblin, goblin horde, 2 goblins or something like that. Yeah, that means they get 2 attacks. So without adding more cards in it, just a number of goblins, orcs, goblins, skeletons. I mean, definitely have all tier 1 characters. We'll have that. Ragtag human, ragtag human. Yep. Shadow though will not. That's supposed to be the thief. You could be. Yep. Okay, that's. I don't know. I'm gonna work that because all this is supposed to be under dungeoning. So that's what all this is supposed to be. The Goblin Lackey, the Kobold Worker, Orc might not be. Yeah, I don't think the Orc will be. Because I can make room dungeons. This is the Goblin dungeon. All goblins are considered twice as many. That's at least the plan on that. Yeah. Accessory cards, magic induced humanoids. I forgot what I got those ones. Those are going to be the minotaurs and stuff like that. Although I might just make it out to humanoids, which would probably be a better idea. Beasts will of course be the chimeras, stuff like that. I might just take out plant cards and add more cards to it. Giant cards. Since one of them is going to be a storm giant, I definitely want giant cards. Blue dragon in a dungeon can be anything. I haven't even thought of that stuff yet. Weapon cards, armor cards, magician cards, chaplain cards. These are the magic. 45 are the two magic. Weapon and armor, of course. Accessory cards. These are the magic rings, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's getting there. Although that'll always change every time I add a freaking one. I should stop doing that. But just my it's gotta be fixed. Like I don't even like this right now. Uh, the elementals right here. Of course, the other elemental dice are exact opposite. Copy, which would make it Earth, 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 Earth. All right, I'm already changing this because I said to myself before I was already going to do this. Delete Earth slash water. Elemental fire dice, which of course will be red. Elemental earth dice, die. Elemental wind dice. And this will be fire. And then, of course, last but not least, paste elemental water dice. Paste. Paste. And this will be earth. So you get a 50-50 chance of getting the one you want. And elemental on the spells, which is pretty good. You can increase the damage of it because, for example, a negative, which will be a negative like a necromancer, my necromancer ability up here. I already got written down here. Where is it? Negative energy. That's it. Well, I'm already thinking healing is going to be water. Chaplain's going to be used most water most of the time. So the opposite of water is fire. Although I'm thinking about making it wind, but because that is one of the considered the opposite forms of it. Although technically a necromancer should have its own ability, own dice. Which is a possibility. If I get down to it. Because I'm trying to keep it all within the 4 elements. Even healing, even everything. All within the 4 elements. So it'll be fire. So that's how it's going to work. You could do healing is heal 1 damage for water per water one you got. You're gonna have 2 dice unless you're unless you're a minstrel. Minstrels can of course get that spell. These spells go into accessories or even weapons. Spells go into accessories or weapons. So you can only have a maximum of, well, since you're allowed to have a shield, sword, shield, so you have 8 at max spells. But you won't have anything else. And you will have stuff attacking you. Because I already put down Cobalt Priest will attack the priest of the group. Okay? There's ones on here. First people attack. Orc attacks space with melee, of course. I know I got. There's people that attack randomly. Skeleton archers attack with range, which that includes attacking with freaking spells. Lowest health necromancer attacks with lowest health. Exhausted soldier attacks with lowest health. Random ragtag human attacks with lowest health. Those are usually going to be the wizard. So these guys are not dumb. Only problem I'm going to have is when I play test it, I got to see if it actually will. If you're playing 4 people, is it just going to be too easy? Which it probably will be, which is why I have to increase it. You got 10 cards you go through. Okay. And just a ragtag human. You got four guys attacking a ragtag human. You can do two damage to it. He might do one damage to you. Yeah. That's an idea. That's a really good idea, thinking to myself. The dungeon cards. Let's see, how many dungeon cards I want? Just say 30 dungeon cards. Okay. Animal over here. All right. Copy. Enter, 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 enter. Enter, enter. I'll make sure there's enough room between there. Alright. Dungeons. Name a dungeon. Which let's see, first dungeon is the Goblin it's Goblin Hideout. Goblin Hideout. That's easy. This is gonna be the spot. Right here. Because it's gonna be right on top. Number of cards drawn. So the Goblin Hideout, 3 cards drawn. Per encounter. So the room, I haven't even got the rooms yet, but the rooms could be the total cards will be right here. So, for example, let's start off with 12 cards from Goblinoids. Oops. Rooms and traps. Which rooms will have a number next to it. 3. Oops, dang it. My finger's in the wrong spot. Traps will have a number next to it. 2. Telling you how many you get. And the phone's ringing. What could it be? Probably my mom. I haven't talked to her. It's 7:03 already. Oh. Hello? I'm awake. What's up? You alright? You alright? All right, I already knew this was going to wasn't going to be very long because of this, but this is how dungeons are going to be. So it's going to be Goblin Hideout, 3 cards drawn. So it's going to give you a number of cards to draw each time. 12 cards, which that doesn't seem right. I want at least 6. So 18 cards from the Goblinoids, 3 rooms, 2 traps. The rooms could be, the room parts are going to be interesting because that's going to be the specialties in there also. I don't know if I'm going to put anything right there, but I'll leave that just blank. So we'll leave that part right there. But that's Goblin Hideout, 3 cards drawn. Yeah. There'll be other rooms like ones that um uh, what is it? Ones that magic. Null's magic. -1 to magics. Um a fortress. I could have it a fortress bandit hideout. Anytime you draw a bandit card, draw an extra bandit card. I could even put in here for the goblin hideout, could be double the thing here. Tier 1. I definitely want to put tier 1 down. That way they know, hey, this is a weak one. That's okay. And 18 cards makes it 6 times you're going to go through it at minimum. This is where it gets interesting at. When you hit, as a rule, I'm already going to put this down here. If the boss of the dungeon each let's see if you draw the boss of dungeon. Let's see. Each round draw 1 extra one card from the dungeon deck. Ignore all. Ignore traps and rooms. There we go. Because you're already in the room. You're already in whatever room it is. You're going to ignore the traps in the rooms. And this is where the rooms could be the same thing. Let's see. Copy. Enter, 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 enter. Lots of room. Always forget this part. Paste. Room. Um, these are going to be the specific rooms, like guard room. That's a good one. Guard room. All it could be is uh, double any melee. Well, this is supposed to be that, so I want that down here. Double any melee. Creatures. There we go. I still got to figure out what to put in the other two spots. No. Add one extra melee character already in room. There we go. As a guard room. Or it could be double. I'm still not sure. I gotta go check the food. 1 second. So there's those. I just got to come up with rooms and I give an idea of what I want in each room. The guard room, of course, picture would be like something like a bunks. You could also come up to a room that doesn't have to do anything to you. It's like, oh look, it's a chapel. Oh, not chapel. Casket room. Morgue. That's the word I'm looking for. A morgue. Doesn't do jack. Of course, there's always blank rooms. Those are the rooms that don't do anything anyways. But let's say morgue increases skeletons. Number of skeletons in the room. This would be like if you wanted to make a specific dungeon setup. You'll want a morgue in there. You want stuff like that. You want an alchemist for the necromancer itself. Room. Those type of things. I'm already going to see I'm going to add more dice, like 4 dice, colored dice instead of just 2 of each. Double any melee characters. Double any melee characters in room. There we go. Yeah, I like the double better than that. Yeah. But you get the idea. This is shit, like I said, I just wanted to do this for a little bit and talk about this. So, which I'm still working on it all. As you can see, I'll probably work on it again even without being on here. The 2 legendary creatures. Dungeon cards. 30 room cards. But I'm going to let everything done here. 4 sets of 4 elemental dice, which will make it 16. So 22. 22 dice total. There we go. So I'm going to end it here. And you all have a good one. I know nobody really cares about this, but still, it's fun to see how this worked out.